can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Let's go. Here we go, here we go.
He's mine.
Ready, check.
From the 31, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, check Mike 40. Hey, easy.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Hey, easy. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 45 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, check.
A give to Kamara running right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here we go. Play. Lennon.
Breeze now. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football that only played the minimum number of plays every game.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Watch it, they can't hang with us.
Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Ready.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Your trap. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Ready.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
54.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The 2nd-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A dump underneath to Jones. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Easy. 56 is the mark. Curling. Wait.
Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shoot. Easy.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Slam.
On second down, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Ready. Black 22.
Mike 27. Watch the pass. A little flip.
30.
Mike's 47.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On second down now, it's Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
47 is the mic.
On third and 1, here's Winston. It's caught. Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Winston now. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready, black, we do that. Hey, stop. 3, triple C.
On second and 11 now. Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, keep it up.
56, Mike 56, right there.
On third down, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now it's Ginn. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Man, that's trash.
13.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Record. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Watch the slant.
Here's Breeze to throw. It's caught. Smith. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running with Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready, 5-8.
Right there.
Good. 5-4, ready.
Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54. Watch the flag.
Hey, easy.
Watch the flag, Mike.
Small. Ready, tackle.
Now on second and 13. Breeze. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's go.
53.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Nick Perry. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, easy.
Check 45 to Mike. Get in the weight room.
From midfield, here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Check 55, Mike. All day, baby, all day.
Easy, opposite.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Go!
0-2. Hey, Alpha.
I'm coming after you.
Breeze now on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 18.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check.
On the ground, Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now.
Kill.
Watch 41.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
To throw, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
56. I'm here all day. Deuce.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And
time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, 5-9. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I hope you brought your left.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22. Levante David, the Bucs leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Come to my work.
Here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
This side, baby. That's the baby side. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check pass.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Here's Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready. Blue ready.
Right there. 56. All day, just like that. Just
Hey, stop. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
They'll run on first down. Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Green, triple T.
Mike's 56.
Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long for Winston. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So don't say nothing.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wait.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Even.
They'll go again to Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Ready. Flag. What is that?
Mark 56.
Stay with your man.
Hey, watch it. Showing up. 56.
The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derek Coleman. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, get in the weight room.
Here we go.
Roy.
Now Breeze. And this one complete to Smith.
Breeze pass. Complete to Tre'Quan Smith. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Mike 5-4.
Watch the screen. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Breeze now to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
And the blitz does come. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Tight ends left. Four there. Alone. Sammy. 45. Mike, 45.
Bravo.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Breeze. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Tommy.
Right there, 56.
Come on. Come back.
56 to Mike.
Jameis to throw it. That's caught by Howard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Check 56. Hey, check. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, tight.
On 3rd down, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Again, it's Kamara. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
12. Mike 55.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Breeze now. And he finds Cook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. First down. 5-9. 54's Mike. Easy. Watch 54.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. Hey. High 7.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
At the Buccaneers' 23-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. 55. It's coming this way. Coming. Here we go. Mike 55. Right there in the middle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The Bucs take 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Crunch time, defense. Mike 56.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's get it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Mike 5-4. Watch the pass.
Hey, easy.
I got motion, man. Me.
They run it again with Kamara. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54. Check pass.
And they take a knee.
Freeze on the keeper.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they will